Hello there, I'm Natalia and welcome to Beads Jar. In today's tutorial we're going to be making these beautiful autumn inspired earrings, and they actually match the lariat necklace that I made in a previous tutorial. And we're using these beautiful carved glass beads, this copper chain, to give you the wow factor. You can take this from smart casual through to more of a dressy look effortlessly. So let's see how to make these. Here are all the ingredients you're going to need to make our beautiful falling leaves earrings. So first of all, we have a length of this antique copper steel chain, and this is a meter length, so we're going to use a small part of that, so you can make yourself quite a few pairs of earrings with that. Next we're going to be adding these beautiful glass leaf charms. So we're going to have 2 in each of the colours, and we've got 2 brown glass shiny ones, 2 frosted amber ones, 2 fuchsia pink ones, and 2 of the purple ones. We've got 2 fishhook earring wires in rose gold plated, and then we've got 12 of the rose gold plated jump rings, and those are 6mm. And finally, our final ingredient is some gilt coloured copper wire. This is 0.5 gauge, and we've got about 18 centimetres of that. And the tools that you're going to need for this project, we've got chain nose pliers, round nose pliers, wire cutters, and if you need them, nylon jaw pliers to smooth your wire out. So let's get started and make the earrings. So the first step in the process is to cut 2 lots of our chain into the different lengths. So you're going to create 2 earrings, so obviously you're going to need 2 pieces of each of these. So we've got 3 pieces of chain cascading from the ear wire, and so you're going to need 2 lengths of chain that measure 6.5 centimetres, 2 that measure 5 centimetres, and 2 lengths that measure 4 centimetres. So the best way to do this, if I pull that earring out of the way, is to take yourself a ruler and just to measure the exact length that you need. So we're going to need a 6.5mm length, so if that's the starting point to the top, so we're going to need to remove this link here in order to get our length of chain that we need, 6.5 centimetres. So I'm just going to take one of my pairs of pliers and open the link on this chain. I'm just going to remove my piece of chain, close that link up because we don't want to lose it, and take the chain out of the way, and then there you have your 6.5mm length of chain. So you're going to go through and follow that process to cut your other length at 6.5mm, 2 lengths of 5mm, centimetres, sorry, and 2 lengths measuring 4 centimetres. So let's bring in our piece of chain that I've already pre-cut. So I'm going to make one of the earrings first and show you the whole process with one of them, and then you just repeat these steps to complete your second earring. So you can see we've got our pieces of chain there together, and the way that I'm going to connect those together is I'm going to use this gilt coloured wire. So we had 18cm length of that, and we just need to cut it in half. So the easiest way to do that is just bring the 2 ends together, just nip it at the end, and then use my wire cutters just to cut that in half. So I'm going to take my wire, and I mentioned nylon jaw pliers earlier, and it's a really good idea to just have them handy, because wire, the minute you start twisting and fiddling with it, it just gets a little bit knotted up and curled up. So we've got a nice fairly straight piece of wire there, and I'm going to feed on the final link in the smallest piece of chain. So just pop that onto the wire, put it in the middle, and then my second one, and then finally my longest piece of chain. So just assemble those pieces of chain in the middle of the wire, And then I'm going to pull those two pieces up together like that. So I'm forming a loop basically, so I'm just going to pinch them at the bottom, and then I need my round nose pliers for the second part of this process. So take my round nose pliers, I'm just going to place them at the top of that loop like that, and then I'm going to bend my wire to a right angle. Okay, so then I'm just adjusting my pliers, grip, and decide how big you want your loop. So you've got a taper on your pliers. So you can see that they go from the very narrowest kind of loop right through to a quite thick loop. So we want them about a centimetre in, about a centimetre or two in. So then I'm going to put my finger underneath the wires and just take them over the top of the loop of the cone of the pliers. Take them around like that. And then I just need to remove my pliers, and you'll see that we've created like a question mark, always looks like a stork to me with its long beak when I do that part of it. I'm going to take my pliers and I'm just going to hold the two wires together, or you can just pop them through the top again like that. And taking this wire across back towards the pliers and underneath, and wrapping it around the base of that loop that you created. So both of the wires are going around there. And what you're creating is what's called a wrapped loop. So they can go all the way down to the bottom until you're happy that you've wrapped enough of the wire around. Just take your pliers and just reposition that loop so it's a little bit more perfect. And then there you have a wire wrapped loop. So we've still got these two trailing wires. We need to remove that, and we do that with the wire cutters. So I'm just going to get right in there and trim those two pieces off like that. And I'm going to get my chain nose pliers, and you can probably see that the wires are sticking up a little bit, and we don't want that, so I'm going to just take my chain nose pliers and just gently rock those two wires down, just send them inwards. So when I run my finger over it, that's nice and smooth, I can't feel anything. If they're still sticking out, then just do it again. And then you have a nice secure loop on your earrings like that. And your wires, sorry, your chain can dangle effortlessly then. And now we're going to start to attach some of the little leaves to your earrings. So the first one is a frosted amber glass leaf charm, and we're going to attach a jump ring to the loop on this glass leaf charm. Now, one of the things that I just want to point out to you before I do that, I'll grab my round nose pliers again. So these loops, these are all handmade, and some of the loops are kind of going downwards, and the very best way for these earrings to hang is for the loop to be pointing upwards so that the pivot point is very central. So can you see how it's kind of going that way? So I'm just going to pop my round nose pliers inside the loop, and I'm just going to very gently twist it so that we get more of that question mark appearance. And then, can you see how the loop has opened up? So we don't want that. So I'm going to take my chain nose pliers and just gently tease the end of that in. So I'm just kind of lifting and maneuvering it so that the wire just scrapes against the edge, against the neck of that. And so we have a perfect loop. So you're going to do that with all of the little charms that you've got. Just check them out and make sure that they're nice and central. And then we're going to take our rose gold coated plated jump ring, take your chain nose pliers and your round nose pliers, do that again, find the open part of the jump ring and just open it up, so sending one pair of pliers one way, one pair of pliers the other direction. Pop your open jump ring onto that loop that you just made perfect, and then decide where you'd like your amber frosted leaf to be. Okay, so I think I'd like to place it right at the top here. So I'm going to just attach it to the very first loop on my longest piece of chain there, and then I'm going to secure that together. And that is how you will work with your earrings as you go along. So I'm just going to bring my earring back for some inspiration. And so on this particular earring, I put the amber leaf at the bottom, so I've placed it at the top this time. I think I might put a pink one there, and a purple one there, and the brown ones here. Okay, so that you've just got them evenly cascading down your earring. So you will attach them using your jump rings again, opening and closing the jump rings and attaching them all the way down the chain. So now I have attached all of the little leaf charms to the pieces of chain on my earring. I'm now ready to finish the earrings by placing my earring wires in situ. So what I always like to do is to, let me just open this jump ring. So pop a rose gold plated jump ring through the loop on the end of the chain, and then I always like to use a second jump ring to attach the earring wire rather than just placing the earring wire loop through there. And the reason for that is this, that when you have a second jump ring, the earrings just flow and dangle better. So you just have this more it has more of a design feel about it. I can't really describe it. The earrings just pivot better when they're in the ears. So always try and add that extra jump ring in there. So I've just added my closed jump ring. I'm going to open it again, that second jump ring, and to pop my rose gold plated earring wire. So I'm using fishhook wires here. You can use whichever design you particularly prefer for your earrings. And close that jump ring, and there we have our completed earring, all ready to wear. So this is beautiful to go with the Lariat Falling Leaves necklace that I made previously. All you have to do is just follow the steps that I just did to complete your second earring, and you're ready to go, and you have a set of jewellery there which will be beautiful for any time of year, but particularly for the autumn season. So I hope you enjoyed today's video tutorial, and I hope that you'll have a go at making your own autumn inspired earrings with these lovely components. If you want to find out how to order any of these, just look in the show more section below, and also don't forget to comment, like and share this video if you've enjoyed it, and to subscribe to our YouTube channel so that you don't miss any of the other tutorials that we'll be bringing you soon. Bye for now.